There was a moment when heaven went completely silent, not because something ended, but because something was about to be decided, and that something was you. Was you, chosen one. While you were fighting battles in secret, while you were crying prayers nobody heard, while you were wondering if God had forgotten you, all of heaven was watching. Angels paused, destiny paused. Even the enemy waited, because your next move would determine everything. You thought it was just another hard day, another betrayal, another disappointment, another delay. You didn't realize your endurance was being observed. The Bible says in Hebrews 12:1 that we are surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses. That means your struggle is not hidden. Your obedience is not unnoticed. Every tear you wiped away, every temptation you resisted, every time you chose silence instead of revenge, it echoed in the spirit realm. You thought you were weak, but heaven saw strength. Let me tell you something deep. The attack was not random. The delay was not punishment. The silence from God was not abandonment. It was a test of alignment. Because chosen ones are not selected for comfort. They are selected for weight. And weight reveals strength. Loki, Achijobi. Everything collapsed around him. Wealth gone. Children gone. Hell broken. But the real battle wasn't about loss. It was about loyalty. The enemy believes pressure would make him curse God. But Job's endurance embarrassed hell. And heaven took note. There was a specific moment. You almost responded the wrong way. You almost sent that message. You almost walked away. You almost gave up on your calling. You almost compromised your integrity. But something inside you said, "Hold your peace." That whisper wasn't weakness. It was divine restraint. And in that exact second, heaven leaned forward. Because spiritual promotion doesn't come when things are easy. It comes when you choose righteousness under pressure.
The enemy thought he understood your limits. He calculated your pain. He studied your weakness. He measured your loneliness. And he assumed, this one will break. But what he didn't know was that your last move would shift the atmosphere. You didn't retaliate. You didn't collapse. You didn't curse God. You bowed. You prayed. You trusted. And that decision shook two realms. When you chose obedience, something unexpected happened. The silence in heaven broke. Because obedience on earth commands attention in eternity. Just like heaven celebrates when one sinner repents, there are moments when heaven honors endurance. Angels who have seen centuries of battles, angels who have witnessed kings rise and fall, paused, because a chosen one refused to fold. You thought nobody saw your sacrifice. But there are records in heaven. There are scrolls of faithfulness. And your name was mentioned. Have you noticed it? A strange peace. A quiet strength. A subtle confidence rising inside you. That's not coincidence. That's confirmation. The test reached its peak, and your final move passed it. You don't hear the applause physically. But in the unseen realm, there was movement. There was approval. There was recognition. And this is only the beginning. Studio microphone. What you don't know yet. Battles begin to end. Delayed answers begin to move. In part 2, we will reveal what the standing ovation released over your life.